nose won't stop, you guys. My nose is raw. I need my inhaler. It's not in my pocket. Shit, it's in my purse. A little bit, Laura. If I wasn't, I would not be on here right now. I've been an absolute mummy. Oh my gosh, you guys, this weekend, very scary. I'm not going to be on long. I have a little ice cream cup right here. It's about the only thing I've been able to eat is ice cream cups and chicken noodle soup. I have absolutely no appetite whatsoever. I have this little, you guys have seen him before. Here comes my dog. Where am I gonna prop you? I'm just gonna put you right there for a minute. Oh, fuck. It's gonna be kind of crooked for a second, you guys. So good, look at that. It's the only thing I can eat. It's crazy because like, and I'm gonna be out of breath, you guys, so just work with me. Just saying. Oh, I'm so hungry. It feels like my stomach is literally turning inside out. Like it just feels like somebody's literally ripping my stomach apart because I'm so hungry. But the minute the food gets in front of me, I want to throw up. So I've just had chicken noodle soup, the limped-in one that you put in the pot. I've had that and this. That's it. Diamond, stop it. I lost taste and smell completely. There's my heating pad. Really sick, Bonnie. I'm a little bit better or I would not be live right now. I'm going to tell you guys about it. It was really scary, but I can't eat and do it at the same time because I'm really, really, really out of breath. So I'm going to just eat this and hang with you guys for a minute, and then I'll tell you. Miss you, Susan. I think so, Shauna. And the reason I think so is because last time I felt like this was when I had COVID. It's the scariest day of my life. There's nothing worse than not being able to breathe. I have been using albuterol about, and no, this is no exaggeration, Matt will tell you. I've been using the albuterol about 20 times a day. It's the only thing that's kept me out of the hospital. You guys know how much I hate albuterol. I will not use it for the life of me. I don't like what it does to my heart rate. It's a rescue inhaler. It's an emergency inhaler. And I have it on hand for times like this. And I'm telling you, if it wasn't for that, like, even Matt's like, I don't care what you say, you're going to hit this. Like, I was losing oxygen to my brain. I was getting so dizzy. And I remember looking in the mirror and my neck was just caving in. I was like, you know, I couldn't breathe. I was gasping for air. This is no exaggeration. What's scary is that I've had to use it so many times. I'm still using it. I'll tell you what though, that inhaler works. I can't, gosh, this phone. I can't taste or smell. Hold on, you guys. I can't taste or smell at all, but that's not why I can't eat. I mean, that makes it harder to eat. But you know how it is when you're sick. You're hungry, but then when the food gets there, you're just like, ooh. My hands are sticky. She's right here, Kathy. Waiting for ice cream. And then her stupid ear popped and got blood on my pillow. She's going to the vet tonight at 4:30 or 5:30, and I feel so bad I can't go. But she needs to go. I can't cancel the appointment. It's just that when you're asthmatic and you're already on an inhaler 4 times a day, when you're sick, if you already struggle to breathe, not sick, imagine when you're sick, your airway is almost closed. Yeah, my voice is really, I didn't have a voice at all. I cannot stop blowing my nose. I gotta go get the albuterol inhaler. I absolutely, you guys know I despise that inhaler. I was so scared having to use it. I had so much anxiety because I don't like what it does to your heart rate. And that's how scared for my life I was. Like, you guys, and you could tell I'm still struggling, but Matt literally carried me to the bathroom. He will tell you, he carried me to the shower. He carried me out of the shower. He force fed me soup. Like, there was no taking care of me. I had no energy, not even to put my hand above my arm, above my head. I could not. It was literally the scariest weekend of my life. And I'm telling you, I was just sitting there looking at the clock, like, waiting for the time to pass. I can't sleep. I can't lay down because it makes my lungs worse. Like, listen to my lungs. You hear that? Yeah, that's my lungs. So it's like, you can't lay down because the wheezing gets really bad. And you just can't sleep anyways because you're so uncomfortable. Really, Teresa? Yeah, my lungs are really bad. I haven't had any solid food since Friday. All I've eaten is this and Lipton soup. It's the only thing I can get down. I don't smoke, Teresa. The fuck? You're way behind. That's like 6 months ago. 5 months ago. I quit January 9th, but okay. You should probably get your facts straight before you come into someone's chat telling them what to do with their life. Well, the thing is, Bonnie, I already have really bad wheezing. It's asthma. It's just that. And I already suffer with that. That's why I'm on an inhaler 4 times a day. It's just that when I get sick, it gets worse. You know what I'm saying? That's always there. The wheezing's always there. It's called asthma, Teresa. How rude. She doesn't even know what the hell's going on. Yes. Well, this ice cream's good right now. I didn't sleep any at all on night 1. Night 2, I dozed off with my head like this, exactly how I'm sitting. And then last night I got a little more sleep. Yeah, I don't even smoke. Fuck. I don't care, it's funny. I am not gonna let her get to me right now. I am fucking sicker than hell. I'm not gonna give a fuck what someone thinks, but she doesn't even know who I am. I mean, she doesn't even know about my life. She's 6 months behind. Well, that's another thing, Tammy. My house was in a house fire, remember? And they let me, or maybe you don't know. My house was in a house fire, and they didn't start the work for 5 weeks. They didn't come with any machines to get the smell or soot out of my house. Did not come for 5 weeks. So I literally breathed that in for 5 weeks. So that didn't help. I need to tell Matt to get me more of these. This is all I've been eating. This and Lipton soup. And the box of Lipton. Thank you, Michelle. I'm okay, Emma. I'm just turning the corner. Oh, this is good. I need to tell Matt to get me more on the way home. This is good. She's getting some right now. Here, baby. Diamond. Diamond. It's so sad. She knows how sick Mommy is. I need to wash everything, all the sicky stuff. She knows how sick I've been, and she just knows to stay away from me because, like, I'm just so frustrated that it's, like, really hard not being able to breathe. And when you have a dog laying in front of you, it's just compressing more. Yeah, I've done breathing treatment since I was a kid. I tried to get one before, but my insurance wouldn't give it to me. But I'm sure they'll do it if I go in. I'm just really stubborn about going. I literally have not had a solid piece of food since Friday. I literally have had Lipton soup. Even Matt's like, dude, you need something solid. I'm like, I can't. It's like the insides of my stomach are so hungry. I'm so hungry. But the thought of food, and when it gets in front of me, I'm like, ugh. You know what I mean? Like, ugh. And sure, yeah. I actually really like the strawberry one. I just don't know if I could get it down. Yeah, so I've been using the Vicks Vapor Rub. My year expired one. You guys told me it was fine. I've been using it. I'm telling you, it's the only way I've been able to breathe. The albuterol inhaler, the Vicks Vapor Rub, and the Vicks shower steamers. Every time he carried me to take a shower, we put the shower steamers in there. I put the Vapor Rub right here on my nose, right here above my lip. I put it on my chest, and I put it on my feet, and then I put socks on. I haven't moved from this couch except when Matt would take me to shower. It was really scary. The only other time I felt like this is when I had COVID. That's why I'm pretty sure it was. Now, I've had COVID 4 or 5 times, like, that I know that I tested for. But they're all different strains. And out of the 4 times I've had it, this would be the second time that I felt like this. I don't even know how to explain it. It's so scary. Like, I just remember getting off the couch and I was so dizzy. I was just so dizzy, and I don't know, like, I think that was like the oxygen cut off my brain or something, like, and I remember when I went to the bathroom and looked in the mirror, I was so pale, and it was like, you know how, like, you take, like, I had that right here in my neck, because I was, like, gasping for air, and then finally Matt was just like, I just broke down crying, and I didn't even have the energy to cry, and I just told Matt, I can't breathe, like, I think I need to go to the hospital, and I didn't even think I was going to make it to the hospital. And Matt was like I started crying. I was like, I think I'm gonna die. Like, I literally cannot breathe. I know dairy's not good, but I know it's not, but I have to eat something, and it's the only thing that sounds good. So I've had nothing to eat in 3 days, except the Lipton soup. And this is my second one. So I only had one before this. Because I couldn't even, that's the thing, I couldn't even eat the soup or that until yesterday. What was I saying? Oh yeah, that's when I was just like, honey, I can't breathe. Like, it's the scariest moment of your life. And that feeling of like not breathing, but then not wanting to use that inhaler because you know the inhaler is going to make you feel worse. And I hadn't used albuterol since I was a kid. The last time I felt like this and had COVID, I didn't use it. Matt's like, dude, you're so dumb. Like, I mean, he didn't say it like that, but he's like, you can literally damage your brain from not, like, having enough oxygen, like, gasping for air the way you're gasping. And I didn't use it last time, which was really dumb of me. But this time was worse. And he's like, Brittany, you need to use this. Like, I know you don't want to, but you have to. It's been my lifeline ever since. I'm still using it today. But feeling your heart rate, I've learned to control my anxiety and my emotions. And when you are that desperate to breathe, your heart rate no longer matters anymore. All you care about is breathing. You're not thinking really about what you're thinking about what the inhaler is going to do to you, and that's why you don't like to use it, because the way it makes you feel. But breathing is more important. You know what I mean? Yeah, popsicle and Jello. That would probably be good too. I had nothing on day one. I had food on Friday. Saturday I had nothing. Saturday was the worst. And Sunday. And then yesterday I had soup for lunch and dinner. And then I had that cup. Because Matt had on Saturday, where did he go? He went to the kids' recital. And that was really scary for me, but he couldn't miss it. And then yesterday he had, and then he went to watch the fights because they had already paid for it. And he was going to stay home, but I told him go. So that was scary, but he was with me most of the time. And then he had softball last night. It wasn't as scary last night as it was on Saturday. But, you know, it's hard because it's like he's trying to quarantine as much as possible, but then he's the one having to care for me, take me to the shower, and all that. So it's kind of impossible, but trying to be careful not treating up the same drinks. And, oh no, babe, I'm sorry. I hope you're feeling better. I can't tell you what mine is, you guys. I'm very stubborn. I don't go when I should go. If it doesn't get better, obviously I will, but I can tell you if it wasn't for the albuterol, I would have been in the hospital for sure. Probably with a breathing treatment. If I did not have that albuterol in my possession, I honestly truly feel I wasn't going to make it. My lips were turning blue. I'm not exaggerating, like, and Matt was so distraught, like, he was just looking at me like, and I know he was scared. I know I was scared. I'm not so sure he's ever seen me in that state. This was definitely worse than the last time I had COVID, but it was absolutely deja vu. I mean, to the T, like, the way I couldn't breathe, the way I was feeling, the dizziness, the not eating, the not smelling, the not tasting. And it's going around again, too. Trust me, I know dairy's bad, and I know it makes the phlegm worse, but if it's the only thing that sounds good when you've eaten nothing solid, it's something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care about that when I can't even get fucking food down. You know what I mean? And I know it's going to be hard for me to get food down again. And I'm already so skinny as it is, so that's really a bummer, but I cannot help it. Like, when you're that sick, you cannot eat. I tried a piece of fruit from the kiwi I had in the fridge. I couldn't do it. It tastes rotten. That was day one, when I still had my taste. I think that was Friday. Friday is when I remember I started feeling shitty. I'm very congested, as you can see. Very stuffed up. What else did I try? I think that was it. I honestly don't even think I could have eaten fruit cups. Like, I don't know. I just, nothing sounds good. Like, just nothing. He had surprised me, and he went and got me, first he went and got me electrolyte Gatorade. That shit is so salty. It tastes like drinking fucking straight ocean water. It was so disgusting. Couldn't drink it. But again, that was Friday, but I still had my taste. He's like, now that you can't taste, drink it. I'm like, no, I can't. Just the thought of it. So we went back to the store, and he got me Gatorade, which I've been drinking in water. I've been living on hot apple cider. I went and got the Robitussin. Instead of the cough and congestion, I got the cough and sore throat, but that was Friday night. I wasn't stuffed up or congested on Friday. Remember I was telling you guys it was my throat. Well, when I woke up Saturday, that was end of be all. That was like, I could not breathe. Like my nose was stuffed up. And I think that's what made it worse for me too, is that I couldn't breathe out of my nose and I couldn't breathe out of my mouth either. And I think that was like what made it even more scary, you know. But I'm telling you, I was an absolute mummy. Like, I would not be on live with you guys. I couldn't even make a post until, what was it, yesterday? Like, I couldn't help myself. I couldn't think for myself. I couldn't take care of myself. Like, it's an out-of-body experience that I really can't even explain. It's something I don't wish on anybody. You have, like, no care in the world. It's like every minute you're fighting to breathe. It's just a really scary thing. And so finally, when I started to turn the corner enough to where, like, the sick symptoms are still really shitty. But I started to turn the corner just a little bit last night. Was it last night? Yeah, last night, which I felt a little bit safer when he had gone to softball. He helped me take a hot shower, got out, gave me some soup. Oh no, that's right. He went and got ramen. Still more soup, but he went and got ramen. And then I felt a little bit better. Like, I'm telling you, I would not be on right now. Like, I would not be on. So even though I still feel like absolute dog shit, I will take this any day over what I was feeling. I am still on the albuterol inhaler, and I will be until I'm feeling better. I haven't really got much sleep, but I'm trying, you know. I was so bummed yesterday, you guys. He went and got ramen and brought it home. And he went to pour it into a bowl. And I don't know how he spilled this much of it. And he felt so bad. I have a little decor piece on my kitchen island. And it's got like a candle and some yarn balls and just a cute decor piece. And I guess it splashed when he was pouring the container into the bowl. And all of a sudden I hear him. He's like, honey, I just ruined your thing. I'm so sad. It's unfinished wood. Look what happened from the ramen. And it's all over my new rugs. I'm so sad. I think with Shout, though, that'll come out. But look what happened. Ooh, look at all the stains. I'm so sad. Look what happened. I was like, that don't look like no splash. That looks like you straight dumped it on the thing. But it's stained. It's unfinished wood. It's like spicy oil. I was like, I'm so sad. He's like, get that thing out of the kitchen. I'm like, what? It's a decor piece. You just have to be careful. But this stain right here. Okay, so not the big one, but the one this way to the left. Actually, I think it's your right. This one right here that I'm pointing to with my big ass nose. That one right there. He just did maybe a month ago. So he had already stained it once. So it just got a lot worse. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to have to not have anything there anymore. And there's no point in replacing it because it's going to happen again. But it's like a really long countertop piece. It's like an island in the kitchen, you know? So I thought it worked perfectly. He felt so bad. No, I didn't test. A lot of you guys asked me why. And there's a couple of reasons why. I would say 3 reasons why. I can tell you that I've had COVID 4 times tested and known. There's been a couple other times where I've wondered. This time I'm almost positive. I can't say I'm positive, but I'm almost positive. No sickness that I've had since then has been anything like this. I mean bedridden. This is not your average Joe cold. I felt exactly like I did when I had COVID. Now, out of the 4 times, there's only been 4 times before this one. If it's COVID, this will be the 5th time. Out of the 5 times, I can only say, if this is COVID, this is the 2nd time out of the COVID events that has happened. However, there's different strains. You're not going to feel the same way every time. Look, I still freaking have this. So here's a few reasons. No, it's not winter here anymore. At least I don't think so. It's about to be summer. It's June. Couple of reasons. One, the hospitals don't do anything for you if you have COVID. They don't give you anything for your symptoms. They tell you to go home and quarantine and do your normal sick procedures. Your medicine, rest, yada, 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 quarantine. They don't give you anything for it, okay? You're going to go sit in the emergency room for hours and hours and hours to get absolutely nowhere but maybe a test that I can do myself. One. Two, I try to keep it in my mind as a cold, out of sight, out of mind. I just feel like in the state that I was in of fighting to breathe and being scared for my life, literally, that knowing if I had it was only going to make me worse. Like mentally, it was going to make me worse. I would have rather just treated it as if it was a cold. Now, would I be okay to do it now? Yeah, I could. But then, no way. 3, it makes it harder for Matt to work. He is 100% commission. He cannot miss work. If he misses work, he doesn't get paid. When Matt misses work, he doesn't get paid. There's no anytime he misses work, he does not get paid. Now, he's still doing the gloves and the masks, which there's procedures when you do that with gloves and, being contaminated and stuff like that, which we're aware of. He's still staying 6 feet or whatever it is, doing the gloves and doing the mask. But just knowing he has it, it makes it harder for him to work. He feels guilty. And like he says, it's not going to change anything. The protocol is the same. Quarantine is the same. The way you get better is the same. Resting is the same. It's not going to change anything. It's just, you just know you have it. It's not going to change anything. It's still a cold. A cold is a cold is a cold is a cold. It might be a worse cold, but it's not going to change anything, but mentally make it worse. Those are the reasons why I have it and don't feel I need to test. Just like I said, it makes it harder for him. Doctors don't do shit for you if you have it. And what was the third one? Matt, the doctors, and my mental state. I just didn't need to know that I had that. Is Matt casual work? What do you mean casual work? Hell no. What do you mean, Kirsten? Subjecting yourself to more jokes. Oh, at the hospital? Yeah, hell no. Everybody's in the emergency room coughing, not feeling good. You're sitting there for 8 hours to get in. For what? They're not going to give you anything. We called there. They don't give you anything for symptoms. If anything, they probably would have admitted me and done a breathing treatment, which would have been good. But albuterol is the medicine in the breathing treatment. So I felt like, you know what I'm saying? I was just going to do the albuterol. And then if I, couldn't do it, then obviously I would go down there. But I'm telling you, if it wasn't for the albuterol, I would have been in the emergency room. It is true. It's pointless. Yeah, exactly. Time and rest. Yeah, Brandy's in healthcare, you guys. She knows a lot. We've been talking. And I'm just going to feel shittier. I was so sick, you guys. I just wouldn't have been able to do it. Could I test now to know? Yeah, I'm almost positive. I have never felt like this in my life ever before except one time. And that is the time I had COVID. I am almost positive that it was COVID. This, like I said, was not your average Joe cold. This was, I thought I was going to die. This was every moment focusing on your next breath. This was bedridden. This was so different. And I'm telling you, with my weak immune system and being asthmatic, I still can manage colds, not like this one. And I'm telling you, it was deja vu. I felt exactly like when I had COVID. I'm not kidding you. So I'm pretty sure. But like I said, could I do it to know I have it now? Yeah, but it's going to make it harder on Matt to go to work. 2, do I really need to know? Not really. I pretty much already know. Solidifying it for what? It's not going to change my recovery. It's not going to change. I'm already quarantined. I'm not. If I tried to go somewhere, I wouldn't make it. I mean, I can barely even make it to my bathroom right now. I would never. You know what I'm saying? So I'm already quarantined. I'm already following sick procedures. What's it gonna do? Just to have my mind know I have it? Like, I just don't see a point. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure I did, Judy. I can't tell you I'm absolutely positive because I didn't take the test. I mean, am I curious? Yeah. But am I pretty certain? Yes, I'm pretty certain. Because like I'm telling you, it's deja vu. I felt exactly, and I mean exactly, like I felt when I had COVID. The same exact thing. The dizziness, the couldn't breathe, looking in the bathroom, gasping for air, thinking I was going to die. I'm telling you, everything was the same. I am almost positive. And COVID is going around again really bad right now, if you guys didn't know. Yes, it is. That's what I'm saying. COVID's just another sickness. You know what I'm saying? No, they won't give you anything, Judy. That's why I didn't go. There is no point in taking a test. For what? Exactly, Felicia. Exactly. There's new COVID. I am almost positive. I would not say I had it if I didn't think I had it. I'm telling you. I am 99.9% sure I have COVID. I am almost positive. And if it's not, I have heard that there's an adult version of RSV going around. RSV is what babies get. And I heard that there is an adult version going around. New strand in California. Yeah, well, that's where I live. Water, Mucinex. Yeah, I've been taking Robitussin, which works really well. My literal best friends has been hot apple cider, cough drops, Robitussin, severe cough and cold, the vapor rub, the vapor shower steamers, soup. That was my second ice cream. That's it. I haven't had a Red Bull since Friday. I didn't stay hydrated. I didn't start drinking like fluids until yesterday because I'm telling you I couldn't get anything down. You guys, yesterday I was so thirsty. I literally drank everything in my house. Like, I drank all my teas, all the Gatorades Matt got me, all the waters. I have never been so thirsty in my life yesterday. My lips were peeling. They were so dry. I was so dehydrated, and I've been losing nutrients, not eating real food. And I just knew that if I didn't eat something, I was going to feel weak. More weak, which is why I then made myself eat the noodles. And then I forced the noodles down my throat. Couldn't taste them, whatever. And then yesterday I was so thirsty, and I feel like maybe that's what helped me get a little better. My body was saying like, okay, drink your fluids now. And I took advantage, and I just downed these drinks, you guys. And I really do feel like it might have helped me a little bit. Because I'm telling you, I would not be here right now. Like, I think if you guys saw me, you would be scared. Like, my color's starting to come back a little bit today. And I know it was really scary for Matt. It was really scary for me. Just when your significant other cannot see you take care of yourself, so much so that he was like, in my face, like, Brittany, like, and he's like, Brittany, you just look like this. We were talking yesterday. He's like, you had no, like, Brittany, do you want to take a shower? Brittany, do you want to eat something? I couldn't, like, I told him I don't know how to explain it. It's like, if I talk, I won't be able to take that next breath. That is how much I was fighting to breathe. I don't know how to say it to where it makes any sense at all. But we were talking yesterday, and he was just like, he's like, I literally had to make decisions for you. Like, I would carry you to the bath, into the shower. Like, no, you're going to get in, Brittany. And I fought him every time. He's like, you're going to get in, Brittany. You need to breathe the Vicks. I could not make a decision for myself. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. It was literally one of the scariest weekends of my life. It really was. And honestly, as sick as I still am right now, still with the 102 fever, congested, cough, just feeling really yucky, freezing cold, all the yucky feelings, I'm so blessed to feel the way I do today versus how I felt this weekend. Like, I feel like I have a grip on myself now, you know? I've had the IVs, yeah. Well, we went and got the new Gatorade electrolyte. Oh my god, it was disgusting. It tastes like ocean water. The name of the channel on YouTube that people can go to. Message me, Judy. I don't know what you mean, babe. RSV. Yeah. Oh, really, Brandy? Dude. Yeah, apparently it's like an adult version and it's really bad. It is weird how it affects people differently, Susan. If I miss your guys' comment, just bump it. I'll get back to it. I'm pretty sure I got it from my dad because I went over there the night before he left and he was sick. But my point is, it affects everybody differently. When you're talking about somebody that's premature, that was born 2.5 months early with a weak immune system enough to stay alive, a very weak immune system enough to be alive. You're talking about a weak immune system versus a premature baby versus a asthmatic person on an inhaler 4 times a day versus somebody that is not asthmatic, that is not premature, and does not have a weak immune system. It's going to be very different. Even though my dad and I had the same symptoms, my dad was, my stepmom was like, you need to go to the hospital. Like, you know what I mean? Even though my dad was in bed, she was like, dude, he was sleeping at noon. That's not like your dad. He was very sick, don't get me wrong. He was in bed sleeping, sweating, coughing. And I never understood what they meant by burning eyes. So what happened was my dad got sick. He then gave it to his wife. He left town to go somewhere. She got really sick, which is why we kept canceling our nail appointments. He then got sick again, which we believe was enticed by the stress, because he said it was a little bit of both. He felt like he was sick, but his health with what's going on had kind of mixed together. And so he was sick before he left town. They were going to cancel because he was really sick, but they had paid for it. It was her birthday, yada, yada, yada. And I felt really freaking bad. My duty was Friday and Monday, and they come home today, but I was supposed to go over there in the morning because it's been 80 degrees, water. So Friday was the first night I started getting sick. Remember, I was live with you guys, but nothing like until Saturday morning hit. That's when the nose congestion and everything hit. So Matt had taken me over there, and I had him do all the watering and everything. I just told him what plants, and I just sat there. And I told him which ones and how much water and all that. I was too sick at that point. So we worked we had worked together, and I just sat on the ledge and was watering the grass, and so we had worked together. And then I was supposed to go today, and I couldn't because I'm way too sick, no energy, and I felt really bad. They were like, "Don't worry about it. We'll be there today." I just felt really bad. So, anyways, even though he was really sick, it affected us both very differently. What's crazy is that he had gotten sick, and then she got sick, and then he got sick again. And I didn't know what they meant by burning eyes. I said, what are you talking about with burning eyes? And they kept saying, well, I don't know if it's the cold or if it's the allergies that are like mixing. My eyes burn so bad, you guys. I don't know what it was. It was like your eyes burn so bad during this cold. And I never experienced anything like it. Now I understand what they're saying. But anyway, the point is how it affects 2 different people based on your health concerns is very different. Somebody might get over 1 in 3 days, where me, it could take months. My lungs will not, if ever, heal. I'm telling you, my lungs have never healed since I had COVID. They've never been the same. My cough, the wheezing, and if this is COVID, this will be my 5th time actually knowing it. I actually only knew 4 times. I don't know about this one. But how can your lungs ever recover when you keep getting COVID time after time after time after time, and every time it's damaging the lungs? That's another thing too. Typically, COVID is usually the one thing when you're losing taste and smell. At first I lost smell and then I lost taste. Now I lost both completely. The only thing I can now start to smell is like alcohol. Like when Matt was cleaning her ear, I could kind of smell something strong, but I couldn't pinpoint what it was. And he keeps like testing my nose to see if I can smell something. Haven't been able to, but I can smell stuff that's like stronger kind of. But that's it. Well, that's the thing too, Kim. He would have to quarantine. He would feel really guilty going to work if he didn't tell them, or then he'd have to tell them in quarantine, and then we can't pay our bills because he's commissioned. And it's just kind of one of those things where it's out of sight, out of mind. We're going to take the protocols that we need to keep everybody else safe, like doing proper procedures with the gloves and the mask and staying the 6 feet. Matt's mostly on the road most of the time anyways. You know, he does do delivering and stuff like that, but he's not really around too many people. It depends on the day too, though. I mean, sometimes he is around people. It just depends. Yes, COVID is going around again. Yep, you're right. And Judy's right. There's a new strain in California. And like I said, there's that adult RSV now too. Okay, let me see. I'm trying to see the comments that I missed. Yeah, it's very scary, Tiff. Very scary. I will forever have albuterol on hand. Bad cough. Her chest has been hurting. She went to work this morning and came to my house because she couldn't take the pain in her chest. So all breathing should get better. Yeah, there is, Laura. Absolutely. There's an adult version of RSV going around, and there's a new strain of COVID. Michelle, I don't think Matt will get it. Every 4 times I proven had COVID by testing, Matt never got it. We actually slept in the same bed, and he still didn't get it, unless he was asymptomatic. But we tested him, and he didn't have it. So he has a very, very, very strong immune system. He's very blessed. In 15 years of being with him, I've seen him sick once, where he was very ill. He's had like some stomach problems before, but he's had a cold once in 15 years, and I kid you not, he will tell you. You know how many times I've been sick in 15 years? Shit, just this year, I've been sick like 6 times. Not like this one. Nothing like this one. This one definitely had the last COVID one beat, but like I said, deja vu, literally. I don't think he's going to get it. He didn't get COVID once. And he hasn't been sleeping near me. He's been coming in because that's the thing. I'm not sleeping. You know what I mean? I have to be propped up. I'm not sleeping. So he hasn't been sleeping with me. And then we haven't been drinking off the same drinks. But again, he's been carrying me to the shower, taking me out of the shower, feeding me. So, I mean, we haven't been quarantining as much as we should, but he hasn't been sleeping with me because I haven't been sleeping. And I'm not going to make him not sleep over it. On night 1, he didn't sleep at all because he was so worried about me. And then, yeah. So we're trying to take measures, but yeah, you can only do so much when I can't care for myself, you know. Okay, Judy, message me, babe. That's okay, Ashley. You mean like when a live is being streamed? There's people that stream lives, if that's what you're talking about. Really, Ginger? Dang, girl. Yeah, I know my sister had it when she was a baby. I don't remember if I had it or not, but I will, Brandy. I need to blow my nose. Yeah, I don't know what she's talking about, Susan. RSV is no joke. Well, my house wasn't a house fire. August will be 2 years, and usually in a house fire, they're going to come out right away and put those smoke machines in that's going to suck out the smoke in the air. They did nothing, and I mean nothing, for 5 weeks. They didn't come out. They didn't estimate my house. They didn't do nada for 5 weeks. All the smoke particles and the fumes and I breathed all that. I lived in there. They did not house me anywhere else. They did not put me anywhere else. Like, I literally breathed that in, and it was no joke. And I do truly believe that's why my lungs are the way they are today. Like, part of the reason, you know what I mean? Yeah, Judy, I'm sorry, babe. It's really scary. Oh my gosh, you guys, my organs have been so sore that when I cough, it feels like I punctured something. It feels as if I worked out my abs for like 3 days straight. I'm telling you, I have had coughing attacks where I cannot stop coughing. I want to cry. I cannot stop. It's like a bug in the back of my throat making me cough. Look how dark circles. I look so tired. And now my organs are so sore, you guys. Like, I can't explain it. Like, just imagine working out for 3 days straight. That's what my stomach feels like. Yeah, he's a really good immune system. He's very blessed. So, Karen, I've had COVID 4 times. I'm sure that played a role. My house was in a house fire, and they did nothing for 5 weeks. I mean, nothing. So all this soot, the fumes, everything I breathed. So I think that played a role. I did used to smoke cigarettes. I quit almost 6 months ago. So I think, you know, I'm asthmatic. I'm on an inhaler 4 times a day since I was a baby. I think it's a mixture of my asthma. It's a mixture of the smoke, the soot in the air that the apartment complex let me breathe for, you know, a month and a half. It's having COVID so many times, my lungs not being able to heal. I think it's just like a variety of things, you know? Yeah, the liquid IVs. I forgot about those actually. Yeah, hand washing. Yep, very important. I know, Michelle, the smoke could damage your lungs. I know. No one came to clean. They did absolutely nothing. I know. I thought I might have Tracy. So much pain. Yes, I've been coughing so much, Michelle. I'm just like, ugh. And the next day I woke up, I was like, I just knew that was going to happen. I just knew. Yep. I know, and I should have demanded something when that smoke happened, but the problem was, like, it was like $12,000 to get into like a hotel or something, because they wanted all the money up front, because that's the way insurance works. So we didn't have $12,000, so I didn't have a choice. But I kind of wished I would have fought something more to get into another open vacant unit. So what happened was, when they started the work 5 weeks later, they gave us a unit only to use the kitchen. So we still lived in our unit while it was under construction. But then for lunch, I would have to go over there because our kitchen was completely barricaded off for 3 months. So they were forced to give me a unit. Well, once I took all my stuff over there, my $500 pizza oven that my dad let me borrow was stolen, along many other things that they stole. They swear it was a squatter. Yeah, okay. So what happened was, on a Friday, maintenance came up to me and said that it was a vacant unit at my complex, and people were going to be moving in, and they needed to get it ready. And painters were going to come that Monday, and on Tuesday at 11 a.m. I walked in and my shit was stolen. I could tell my stuff was completely ransacked. And they told me I was crazy, I must have left the door unlocked, blah, blah, blah. And they swear it was a squatter. Yeah, okay. Is that why on Friday you told me the painters were coming on Monday and my shit was stolen by Tuesday morning, which means they stole it Monday night? All the paint equipment was in the house. Like, no. There's no way a squatter came the same day you told me the painters were coming. And I even said, well, what do I do with my stuff? Oh, no worries, we'll knock when we get there. I said, knock, I don't live there. I'm only there for lunch. So they took advantage of that. But I wished I would have, I know, exactly, thank you, Judy. I wished, and it was a hella nice ass one. It was a $500 one. And it was my dad's. It was brand new. I ended up buying him a new one for his birthday because I felt so bad. And we didn't have an oven or anything at this time. Before the work actually started and we were taking everything out of the cabinets and everything, my dad let me borrow it. Well, I took it over to the other to the other unit, which I shouldn't have, because I wasn't, you know, I had the oven to use there now that I had that unit. But Matt and I didn't want to bother having to clean it all and everything for the new people coming in, so I said I'll just take the pizza oven over there. And then it got stolen, along with many other things. I tried to fight to get my money back, and they straight up told me, sorry, but there's nothing we can do for you. Like, it must have been a squatter. We've had that problem here before. Like, never even paid me for the pizza oven. Like, they are pieces of shit. That's why we literally moved out. Because the crime. They tried to steal my vehicle. They broke into Matt's vehicle. They've stolen his work car 4 times. They've broken his window 8 times. Like, we had bomb threats, Homeland Security. I watched someone literally almost die, bleed out on the driveway. I can't even tell you what we went through while living there, and we just could not do it any longer. I just wished I would have, because at that point I was fighting for my health, and my lungs literally felt like piercing glass. And I wished I would have fought to get a unit. Like, I know that we didn't have the 12 grand up front for the hotel, but I wished I would have fought to get me into a vacant unit before the 5-week mark, because I should have been breathing that, my dog should have been breathing that, Matt should have been breathing that, and I do feel like it had a part on the way I breathe today. It's just very scary. Yeah, it's very scary. I did what I could to remove as much soot as possible, but imagine, I'm the one cleaning all the soot. I'm not a professional, and it was all, getting inside me, because I was the one cleaning it. Because I said, I'm not waiting 5 effing weeks for someone to get out here. So I was on my hands and knees cleaning the soot. Literally on my hands and knees cleaning that shit. So, I breathed all that. And then for the 5 weeks that I lived in it, Hey, Angelina. Yeah, we just couldn't do it anymore, Michelle. Like, we were just tired of it. Not to mention I had 2 floods. Yep, that's right, Taylor. They ransacked my food. That's how I know it was the painters. This is how I know. Because what squatter is going to just... I guess a bum would come and take your Red Bulls and your food. But that tells me it was the painters. The painters that were painting all day. They thought the unit was vacant. They thought people moved out. They left their food behind. They left some stuff behind. They didn't want it anymore. It looked like a vacant unit. I guarantee you. They were painting all day. They were on their break. They were hungry. They went in and ate and drank all my shit. That's how I first noticed. The first way I noticed they stole my shit, I walked in and the door was unlocked. I'm like, why is the door unlocked? Why is the light on? And why is the AC running? I wasn't living there. I was only going for lunch. It's a vacant unit. You know what I mean? And I'm like, why is the light on? Why is the AC running? And why is the door unlocked? And then I noticed my food. My whole bag of, my whole box of, what do you call those things? Fruit snacks were gone. 2 of my grape sodas. 4 of my Red Bulls. Mind you, I went to Lucky's the night before. I got me mac and cheese cups. I got me Red Bulls and stuff for lunch that week. They ate my mac and cheese cup I got the night before. They drank 4 of my Red Bulls. They took 2 of my grape sodas, my whole fruit snack box. My food bags were literally turned upside down and demolished. I could tell somebody ransacked my unit that I was, temporarily using. Well, what happened was I didn't notice the pizza oven and everything else yet. I was so distraught and so upset when I noticed that my food and everything was turned upside down. Well, at this point, I'm just thinking, okay, the painters were here. They told me they were going to be here. They must, giving them the benefit of the doubt, even though it wasn't right. They must have thought that it was a vacant unit. People left their stuff behind. There was food still in the fridge. They were going to help themselves. So I called the front desk, and they were like, they told me I was basically crazy. I must have left the door unlocked. I said, I don't give a fuck even if I did. Does not give you right to touch shit that's not yours. Well, you guys know me and my OCD. The door definitely was not left unlocked. So that happened. Then I went back for dinner that night, and I went to make a pizza. And that's when I really started looking and noticing everything that they stole. Like money that they stole. Like not merchandise, but products worth money. So I called back down there. I said, we got a bigger problem. You can laugh all you want that I'm calling in and telling you that they ate and drank my food. But now we have a bigger problem because they're stealing my shit. At first it probably sounded funny because I was calling about my food. Doesn't matter, it's the principle. I am not going to be borrowing a unit that my stuff can't be trusted in. Whether it's food or not, I don't care. So they probably thought it was funny when I first called in for that, you know what I mean? But then when I went to eat dinner that night, I realized my shit was gone. That's when they did absolutely nothing. They didn't care. They did not care. the worst complex in this entire world. Like, they're awful. They're awful people. Awful. And then when the manager of the place left, it went to shit. You can see my lips are still a little bit blue. Just a little bit. I can still tell they're blue. Yeah, the steroid. Oh yeah, they didn't compensate me for shit. They're awful people. They really are. Yeah, they're awful. Let me text Matt and ask if he's gonna make it. Diamond has an appointment and I feel really bad I can't go. Remember I told you guys she's been needing her itching shot and she hasn't been able to get it because they cut her off her allergy medication because we could afford the $150 exam. Well, we made the appointment and they let us book it, and then an hour before the appointment they call me and they're like, oh sorry, but you can't be seen because you have to do a $150 exam and it's against the law for us to let you come in here, blah blah blah. And she's due for rabies and her anal glands, and so it's gonna be like $400 appointment today. And so we couldn't do it at the time. Like, it was one thing to go in for $100 or $225 shot it is, then have to pay another $100 for an exam, plus the rabies, plus then they want to do heartworm, which we never do. And I'm like, hold on a minute. You should have told me this. You let me book my appointment, you're calling me an hour before? I'm like, it's one thing if you would have told me like, hey, she's due next month, you won't be able to get her meds. No, you let me book the appointment and then you threw extra money on me an hour before my appointment. And not a little bit of money. So we've been having to plan for that. So it's going to be like $400 today. It's her exam, which I really want to be there for because Matt's not the type of person to ask questions. Like, he's just, yep. Like, you know what I mean? I'm the one that handles all that. I just don't have it in me to go. And I don't want to get anybody else sick, and I just don't have the energy to go. So I told Matt, I said, I can change the appointment till later this week. And he's like, no. Diamond really needs to go. Like, she's itching. Now she's bleeding when she goes to the bathroom again, which happened before. So I don't know what's going on, but he needs to, tell him that when he gets there. And he said that if he couldn't get off in time, he would tell me to reschedule it. So I need to text him and ask him, are you going to make it home in time? Her appointment's in 40 minutes. Not good. And it's like 30 minutes from here. I don't think he's going to make it. He would have had to been home right now. Because it's 30 minutes, probably 40 in traffic. And her appointment's at 40. He's not even home yet. I might have to move it. That sucks. He's had an extremely busy day. He's very stressed. Ooh, he's home in 20 minutes. That means he's going to be home at 5:10, which means he's not going to make it. We'll have to get Diamond ready and leashed up. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I'll just need to get her ready. I'll just need to get out her harness on her when he gets here. He's going to be a little bit late. I always do. He never likes to ask him, but I actually don't know, Susan. I don't think so. My dentist does, though. They charge $150 an hour. Yeah, I could, Colleen. Colin. Or is it Colin? Yeah, but they always get mad because he's like 15 minutes late. We're always like 15 minutes late because he works an hour and a half away from here. And their last appointment's always 5:30. And it's hard for him to get here by then. But, yeah. I have something stuck on the roof of my mouth, like punctured in my gums. I've had it there since like Friday and it won't come out. They just always get really shitty when you're like, oh, I'm going to be... Especially when it's their last appointment at 5:30 and you're late. You know what I mean? Colin. Okay, I'm so sorry. I keep thinking it's Colleen. Nothing really. She's bleeding when she goes to the bathroom again, when she goes poo-poo. And this was an issue that she had a while ago, and it was around the time that she was diagnosed with the liver. And I noticed it's been happening again because I'm the one that takes her out during the day. So I just wanted him to talk to her about that. Nothing really. It's just a protocol exam. They won't give her $200 Cytopoint, which is an allergy shot. She's very itchy. And they won't give it to her because she's due for her yearly exam. So, really nothing. They're just going to look at her and do nothing. They're not a good vet. They're really not. They're just going to look around, okay, she's fine. Even when you tell them something's wrong, they're just not a good vet. And I usually like to be there because I'm the one that asks the questions, but they're just not nice people. They're just not nice people. It's bugging me so much. I need to get like a toothpick or something. Well, he works on the road driving all day, every day for 11 hours. No, it's darker. It's definitely darker, Brandy. And when it first happened, it looked like a sack, like mucus around it. It's really disgusting, TMI. This was probably a year and a half ago, and it looked like it was wrapped in like this clear film, like membrane or something. And I didn't notice that until Matt, was it this morning or yesterday, he noticed it. Before, she had just been bleeding, dark, in her stool. And then today we noticed that same like clear like membrane, which can be normal when they're first going, you know, if they have an infection, I think it's normal for that or something. I don't remember. Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Because she needs her babies and they want to do heartworm, which we don't do. We only do the important stuff, which is, rabies. I don't like doing a whole bunch of shots. My friend's dog died giving an injection. The rabies, and then the $225 for the allergy shot, $100 for the exam. That's $325, plus like $50 for the rabies, plus another $50 for the anal glands. The problem is her age. She's 14 years old. Nobody wants to care for a 14-year-old dog. It's very sad. It's always just like, oh, well, maybe this decision is to put her down. They never want to care for older dogs, ever. So like when you take your car in for service, let's say you're going to get an oil change. It's his company's products. So his company works with the dealerships to sell and use their products for the cars that come in for service. And then Matt pays the technician spiffs. He opens up new accounts with like independent shops, like mom and pop shops. And then they just signed a contract with a dealership that is going to use their products for 2 years. And so, yeah, that's basically what he does. He's the account manager, opens up accounts. He delivers, he stocks, he does everything. Typically on their route, there's a 3-man job. One's the account manager and then 2 are drivers, but Matt does all of it. He's the only account manager that delivers and all that. Account managers shouldn't be doing that, but Matt does because he doesn't have another guy. Yeah, I do the 3 years, Colin. I should do the flea thing, but she's not really around other dogs in parks or anything. $100 a month? Wow, you're lucky, Melissa. Yeah, see, my dog's 60 pounds. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's very sad. Yep. Yeah, it's internal for sure. And they never know. No, he's not well, he's kind of in sales. Kind of. Yeah. 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 He's actually his title is an account manager. Yeah, you could call him a salesman because he's selling the dealership his products, but it's more like contracts. Like, it's things that you need. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. But yeah, he's in sales. It is draining, Karen. But yeah, they honestly they don't know what's wrong with her. They just said that she could have an infection in her stomach. And it was right around the time she got diagnosed with the liver. You know, I still don't know why she's bleeding in her stool. It stopped for a while, unless I just didn't notice it. But then I've been the one taking her out during the day. And, I don't know. I don't know how long it's been going on, but he better say something to them about that. Because I'm not going to go. When it's not right for me to go, I do not have the energy to get in the car, go sit in the vet, sit there, get in the room, wait, ask the question. I just don't. I can't. I don't have it in me. Like, I just can't. I can't. I texted him and told him, I'm like, you're going to have to take her. Like, I just can't. I'm sorry. But I said, you need to ask them. That's why I like to go, though, because I can't depend on him to ask the questions. Because Matt's a very, like, low-key, chill guy. Doesn't like bothering anyone. If he gets the wrong food, he's going to eat it. Like, very low-key. Very, like, doesn't like to be a problem. Like, I'm the kind of person, I'm respectful, but I'm going to say how I feel. I'm going to eat what I paid for, but I'm going to be respectful about it. You're not going to be a problem if you're being respectful. You know what I mean? We're just different when it comes to that. Yeah, so I'm still in debt. Diamond's had 3 surgeries at $8,000 a piece. She's had 3 reconstructive leg surgeries at $8,000 a piece. I'm still in debt with a credit card that I took out just to get the surgery. Exactly, Michelle. They're just an awful vet. They gave my dog MRSA, dude. When my dog had an open leg surgery, Diamond almost got her leg amputated. Diamond almost lost her leg. Why do you think her leg is so fucked up? She don't put weight barely ever. That's why it sticks out all the time. Her scar is literally massive. It didn't heal like the other leg. She was 1 in 3 dogs that got MRSA that week. And she didn't get the dog strain. She got the human strain. I had to quarantine for my own dog. And I had to get tested for MRSA. I was freaking out. Luckily, luckily, she's never got another breakout again since the surgery, like 8 years ago. And the only reason we kept going is because Matt's best friend worked there, and he was working there for like 15 years, and he would give us discounts and stuff like that. He's been gone now for years, and we've been looking for other vets, but we just can't find one. And the emergency vet she went to, I fell in love with, but they're emergency only, which I was bummed about because the doctor was incredible. And they're just awful. Like, they're awful. They're awful. They don't, they just look over everything. The front desk is super rude. They're always going through new people. Yeah, I know. I've been looking for a new vet, but yeah. Oh, I won't use flea medicine. Nope. It made my grandma's dog foam out the mouth. She started shaking and nope, I will not give it to my dog. I'm very selective what I give my dog. The only thing I will give her is rabies. That is it. I don't do heartworm. I don't do fleas. I don't do tick medication. I do nothing. I do allergy shots because she is miserable without it. She's very allergic. That and rabies. That's it. I will do nothing else. I'm feeling a little bit better maybe. That's it. I am not about medication at all. Nope. Nope. Won't do it. No, I haven't, Mandy. I'm okay, Kathy. I'm definitely feeling better. I would not be here right now. I was a mummy. You wouldn't have recognized me this weekend. And by the way, you guys, I got more white flowers in. I got more red ones, more pink ones, and more white ones. Remember I told you guys I was going to order them? So I have more white flowers now. So if any of you guys need any color flower that needs to be painted from white to whatever color, or you just need the white flowers, I have more. I messaged Brandy and told her because I know she wants a Tiffany bottle. So I have the white flowers and Kaz. I need to tell Kaz too. I have more for her. No, I won't do nothing. I do nothing for my dog. Rabies is very important. It could kill your dog. And you can't get licenses. You can't do anything without it. So I'll do the rabies, and that's it. And the allergy shot. Humans can get C. Dogs can get. Yeah, I've heard it's not common, but I've heard. That's why I won't let her next to me. And she's just known not to bother me. Like, Matt kept her away from me the whole time because I couldn't have anything pressing my lungs. Ooh, I don't know, Colin. I'm so against the medication. I don't even know what you could do. Yeah, shit, I don't know. I mean, you can get them out of the dog, but then keeping them away, I don't know. That's awesome, Andy. Never heard of that in my life. Hey, babe. How are you? I'm feeling a little bit better. Thank you. I just feel bad I can't go to the appointment. I feel so bad. Because, like, I know if I'm going to go, it's going to get done. I'm just so tired of coughing. Anyways, I just wanted to pop on for a little bit. But if you guys are new here, hit the follow button. I'd love to have you guys back. I know a lot of you guys are already following me, but I'm hoping from here on out, you guys, I'm going to be feeling better. If I can get on today, I'm sure I'll be on tomorrow and from this point forward. I'm really sorry for being gone this weekend. They tried to get me to do heartworm, but how do you feel about heartworm, Susan? I know you're against the fleas, but I don't do the heartworm. I've never done the heartworm. I'm just not about those medications. Like, it's all bad what happens. Yeah, that sucks, Colin. I wish I knew. I try to tell him, Michelle, he's just not. Like, he won't do it. I wish I would have got pet insurance. Sorry. Can't stop blowing my nose. But I didn't get pet insurance in time, and now nobody will cover her. My parents just landed. They just got back into town. So what I wanted to say to you guys before I leave is I feel so bad. I'm really sorry about your guys' bottles. I have one that's been done needing to get shipped out, but I couldn't because literally on Friday, the markers were going to get here, and I was going to sign it and get out Saturday, and I was sick. So I'm hoping tomorrow I'll have enough energy to get up, sign your bottle, Kendra, and be able to ship it out. I did message her, sorry, she hasn't seen it yet. Everybody else, I'm really sorry. Angelina, Peggy, Sherry, Gina, Robin, I'm so sorry, you guys. I did not know this was going to happen. Yeah, just in case dogs get into another fight. Exactly. You got to have that. I'm not about it. I'm not. That's how I feel the same way when it comes to flea medication. But anyways, I wanted to tell you guys I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. I didn't know I was going to get sick, and if I had the energy to sit and do it, I totally would. I just haven't. I think tomorrow I'll be able to, I don't know, like today I still wouldn't be able to do it. Like, I can sit here and talk to you. I wouldn't be able to sit there and concentrate and be uncomfortable out there. Like, I'm here with my heating pad, like, all bundled up. I just don't have the energy in me. I'm hoping tomorrow I will turn the corner enough to where I can go out there and keep working, even if it's just a little bit. Even if it's just like paint one bottle, or I have to paint Peggy's frame, even if we just paint the frame. I'm going to try to do a little bit of something, or even if it's just paint Kendra's bottle, because I feel really bad. And I know you guys are going to understand, and I really appreciate it, but just try to understand my health comes first, and this wasn't your typical cold. Like, this was I thought I was going to die, and I'm not exaggerating when I say that. So, just thank you for your guys' understanding. I think if I'm live today, I'll be able to from this point forward. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to, like, I know I'll be able to go, like, talk to you guys again tomorrow, but I don't know. You good? I don't know when I'll be able to do the bottles yet. I'm hoping I can do a little bit tomorrow. Oh, no, Susan, I'm sorry, babe. I know how that is when you watch somebody religiously. You really depend on them to be on. And, I miss you guys. I was telling Matt, like, I miss you guys so much. You guys are my life. I'm on with you so much that when I'm not on, you guys notice I'm gone. You know, and so many of you guys reached out to me, and it really tickled my heart. It shows me how much you guys really care, and I mean it when I say that you guys are family. So many of you guys reached out and checked on me, and I really love you guys for that. But I don't want to be on too long. I don't want to push myself more than I should, like Matt says, and then I'll be down for the count. So just kind of working my way back into things. Just wanted to let you guys know I'm okay. Thank you for your heartfelt messages, and I'm sorry about the bottles. If for some reason I get bored and I can't relax while Matt's at the appointment, I will go live with you guys again in a little bit, but he's about to get home, and I need to grab the harness and put it by the front door so he's ready to go, because her appointment is in exactly 20 minutes. Her appointment's at 5:30. But I love you. If I don't see you guys back on here again in like 10 minutes while he's at the appointment, I will see you guys again tomorrow. But come look for me in like 10 minutes. I'll probably get back on. But I love you guys. I know, right, Mandy? We have such a great group of people. But I love you guys. If I don't see you in 10 minutes, I will see you tomorrow. But come looking for me.